in the past, but now we have got it coming down to this final lap. Two protagonists that we have spoken about time and time again when it comes down to competitive racing, competitive league racing, competition in itself. And they're coming through turn one this time around, and it's Ronhaar who leads them through. But Jarno Opmeer, like a shark in the water, is looking to strike here this time on Thomas Ronhaar, who can only defend to the inside, has nothing left he can offer. Jarno immediately pouncing on that, but Ronhaar with a mega send, and through the inside manages to retake the place, and he's got the DRS as well, Nathan.
Yes, as we come down in towards turn four, Barry Burman looking to take P2 from Jarno Opmeer around the outside, can't make it work. Jarno defending for his life. He knows it depends on this now as we come through, and he keeps P2. And Alfie Butcher still in behind Barry Burman, but I think, George, Thomas has got it.
He's all sewn up, he's home and hosed. The battle between two great drivers has levelled off like this. Opmeer now down to second, but still keeping Barry Burman at bay. A fastest lap for Dylan Warren, a consolation prize for him. But Thomas Ronhaar, all the talking, all the answers, all the questions, they've all hit him. But now he's going to hit the line here in Austria. He wins the Austrian Grand Prix.
Fuck! Man, why? How is that clean, man? Fuck this guy.
In a bit, mate. On! Let's go, man! Yes! Fucking get in, man!
Come on! What a move, man!
Let's go, man!
Hang that on the wall.
Yo! JD here. And as you can see, we are back on F1 23 as always. And you can also see there has been a little bit of a history between Jarno Opmeer and Thomas Ronhaar, and I'll let you guess what he was saying right there. But in today's video, this is something I have done a few times in the past, but many of you have been asking me to comment on the recent PSGL race at Austria, because it did prove to be a fairly intense and exciting one. And one of the main topics again is Mr. Thomas Ronhaar, who at the start of this game did look to be struggling quite a bit in terms of coming to grips. But now, in the last couple of races, and especially this pole lap he's on here, which he did during his second run of Q3, was very, very impressive. Definitely seems to be a lot more at one with the car. And just looking at this lap here, just the track limits, leaving absolutely nothing on the table, maximizing that throttle. You can see any wider and he would be getting a track invalidation. And I think this is probably the most impressive lap I've actually seen from Thomas Ronhaar since I've been watching him on F1 games, and the amount he has actually improved. I know last year there was a lot of speculation on whether it was legit or not, and I know that it's still the case, and we won't really know until we do see it on the land, which I'm very confident will be happening. And from speaking to a few people behind the scenes, they have said that is actually happening. So fingers crossed that does come true. And you can see he got the pole position, and we're just going to be talking about his battle with Jarno Opmeer and giving a few of my thoughts on it. And again, please let me know what you think of some of these incidents and some of these moments. If you want me to be doing them for other races or other races that do have a few dramatic events, then please let me know. But on this first lap, I think he did get pushed out wide a little bit unfairly by Josh Idu, or Idu, whoever you want to pronounce it. So yeah, it was a little bit unlucky there, but he then did elect to go for a bit of an undercut, going on those hard tyres nice and early. And yeah, this is the battle. So coming into lap 29, one boy with Jarno Opmeer, we've got Alfie Butcher, who has been performing really well recently. And yeah, this little battle here, I think, was definitely the most intense I've seen on F1 23 so far. But I think one of the most impressive things about Thomas Ronhaar, again, is just his straight line speed and the ability to get on that traction. So you can see he's in third place here. Jarno, who I would say is one of the best drivers when it does come to racecraft. But we're going to see multiple angles, and again, please check out the links in the description to PSGL, Jarno Opmeer, and Thomas Ronhaar if you want to watch their POVs live. I definitely do encourage you to do so. But you can see getting a little bit feisty. We still have 6 laps of this race to go. A few tensions going away. So we're going on to lap 30 here now. Jarno defending, and it's really crucial that you pick the right moment with this DRS sign. But you can see Jarno has actually got the DRS, but Alfie Butcher is so fast and straight line. Look at Ronhaar, how fast he is in a straight line. Absolutely rapid. So again, quite similar to last year's game.
Nothing new. What the fuck?
And you can see Jarno is getting a little bit frustrated here, not leaving any room whatsoever. And if you want my personal opinion, this is something I'm looking forward to F1 Esports this year. I do feel Thomas Ronhaar has got under the skin of Mr. Jarno Opmeer a little bit, because I think Jarno was probably one of the most vocal drivers, whether Ronhaar was legit or not. And I think at the start of this game, you can see absolutely no room or quarter left to Thomas Ronhaar there. But yeah, I feel sometimes when there is so much pressure to beat a certain driver, you want to beat a driver so badly, you don't always drive completely naturally. But you will see, coming at exit these corners, Ronhaar, just the traction he gets is absolutely insane. So he has the DRS here, Jarno, but look at the speed of Ronhaar. He's actually still pulling away in a straight line and barely made any inroads to Ronhaar going down that straight. And that is insane. So again, it looks like Ronhaar is running a very low downforce setup. Looks like neither of these guys want to give an inch a quarter. And I think right now, there is quite a bit of rivalry between these two Dutch drivers. You'll be able to see this as we go through it again, because see the traction he gets. He is using
Similar situation.
Yes, but then he turns it off. Look, he's turned it off. Jarno was using it, but still absolutely rapid in a straight line. That is absolutely crazy straight line speed. Because he's still not using it. Jarno's using it again. Yeah, don't know what setup Ronhaar's running, but in a straight line, he is an absolute bullet. So moving on to lap 33, and this is where you really want to start thinking about towards the end of this race.
What
A little bit more, and you can see a bit of an incident off here behind. But I actually did Austria recently myself, making a last lap overtake the lead. So at this stage, it's not really important for the track position so much. It's really important just to try and save that battery as much as you possibly can. It looks like I'm all sliding through here, but again, look at the traction that Ronhaar gets. Even with a lower downforce setup, he still has that absolutely insane traction. So now we move on to this last lap, and let me know what your thoughts are of this, what you think could have been done differently. I will be giving you mine in a second, but Jarno, he's got quite a lot of ERS on board, but then decides to go to the middle of the track, overcooks it under the brakes, locking up, gets on the marbles.
Why?
And
how is that clean?
He gave Ronhaar the DRS as well. That is pretty much game over. So now he has to defend from the Ferrari, who I think could have maybe gone down the inside there. So it's actually been a bit kind. But if we look on board Ronhaar's POV, I think he didn't really do too much wrong. I think Jarno should have waited. He should have forced Ronhaar to keep to the inside, because that detection point is right before the corner where you see that little green circle, which we'll zoom in a second. So right here now, if I was Jarno, I would have just kept. But in a way, I understand why he did, because the traction straight line speed of Ronhaar is just so fast. And even with this ERS, he still would have been able to use it. And you can see very, very happy with that win there. But we're going to have a little bit of a more detailed look. And I can understand to a degree why Jarno did that. But yeah, I think he would have had a bit of a better chance. So crossing the line, he had over 24% more ERS, which isn't actually going to make a huge difference towards the end of a lap. They both would have used pretty much the same amount of deployment. So right here now, you can see Barry is a little bit behind, so no real pressure. I wouldn't have really pushed this hard with the ERS, so I would have been turning off quite quickly. Turning off now, and once we get to this point, you can see ERS difference is quite similar once again. But coming to now, this is where I think the mistake happens. The detection point is right here, and you know, it's pretty much game over because he is not on the racing line. Ronhaar's going to get the racing line. You can just see
Why?
he's going to get a superior exit.
How is that clean, man?
Yeah, not really much you could do there. So I think in my mind, with this rivalry between the two, I think Jarno, if he had a bit more of a calmer mind, he probably would have chose the more sensible approach of letting him have this corner going to here. And this is where he should have forced him. He should have kept him to this right-hand side. So Jarno, maybe playing a little bit of chicken. I would have not gone ahead. And then you can see now Ronhaar's going to get the DRS. It was pretty much game over from there. But I had a similar experience myself. And of course, these drivers are faster than me. They are better than me. Obviously at this level, it might be a little bit more stressful to think about. But I had quite a similar experience myself. So as we're coming into this last lap, the competition obviously is not quite probably on the same level as these guys. I get a little bit of a poor exit. So coming off here, I didn't actually have that much ERS, but then I turn it off early. So turning off early, trying to force him to be defensive, which he does. And you can see he's pretty much still almost from racing line, but the DRS is just so powerful. And with the extra ERS that Jarno had, could have used it. Using that now, and you can see in the straight line with the benefit of that DRS, how much faster you are. Do a little bit of dummy into the inside and then make his way. But I think maybe Jarno, because he knew how fast Ronhaar was in a straight line, even when Jarno had the DRS, he wasn't even gaining that much. So in the moment, I think it's very difficult to do when you've got a lot of stress going on. And I think, again, the rivalry between them probably adds to making a bit more of a rash decision. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think Jarno maybe should have done a bit differently. But it was very exciting to watch. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Thank you so much for the support on the videos. And I will be catching you very, very soon. Peace.